Okay, what kind of injuries is there?
My family and we were attacked by a guy with an axe.
What's an axe?
Hey, unconscious, it is.
Unconscious, huh?
Yes, and bleeding from the head.
The caller was 20-year-old Henry van Breda. His voice was unnervingly calm as he described the scene inside his family's luxury estate in Stellenbosch, South Africa. His parents and brother were dead, his sister barely alive. At first, the emergency operator struggled to grasp the severity of the situation. But then came a moment that would send chills through investigators. A brief, almost casual chuckle as Henry stated, "They are bleeding from the head." It was a detail that would later stand out in court, raising questions about his demeanor and state of mind. Was it shock, or was it something far more calculated?
It was an early morning bloodbath in an upmarket golf estate, somewhere usually so secure, where parents pay big money to bring their children up safely.
At this stage, it's too soon to speculate on the motive or other aspects surrounding the matter.
Police have denied reports that a person has been taken in for questioning.
On the morning of January 27, 2015, police arrived at the Van Breda family's luxury home in the Dazals Golf Estate, Stellenbosch, to find a horrific crime scene. Martin, Teresa, and Rudy van Breda had been brutally hacked to death with an axe, while 16-year-old Marley van Breda had sustained severe head and neck injuries but was still alive. Henry, the only other family member present, had minor cuts and scratches, which he claimed were inflicted by an unknown intruder. Investigators initially considered the possibility of a home invasion but quickly noted several inconsistencies. There was no sign of forced entry. No valuables had been stolen. Henry's injuries were superficial compared to the others. On June 7, 2018, the Western Cape High Court found Henry van Breda guilty of murdering his parents, Martin and Teresa, his brother Rudy, and the attempted murder of his sister Marley in their Stellenbosch home on January 27, 2015. The intruder's story was implausible. There was no forced entry or evidence of another person. Forensic evidence showed Henry was closer to the crime scene than he claimed. His delayed emergency call 3 hours later and calm demeanor raised suspicion. His wounds appeared self-inflicted, unlike the brutal injuries suffered by his family. Marley survived but had memory loss, preventing her from testifying.
On count 1, the murder of Rudy van Breda, you are sentenced to life imprisonment. On count 2, the murder of Martin van Breda, you are sentenced to life imprisonment. On count 3, the murder of Teresa van Breda, you are sentenced to life imprisonment. For the attempted murder of Marley van Breda, you are sentenced to 15 years imprisonment. On count 5, obstructing the course of justice, for the administration of justice, as set out in the charge sheet, you are sentenced to 12 months imprisonment.
Judge Desai described the murders as cold-blooded and noted that the violence was excessive and gratuitous. He emphasized that the attacks displayed a high level of innate cruelty and an almost unprecedented degree of disregard for the welfare of his own family. Furthermore, he observed that Henry van Breda had shown no remorse for his actions. As of January 2025, Henry van Breda remains incarcerated at Leeuwkop Prison in Gauteng, South Africa. He was transferred there in January 2022 following an assault at Drakenstein Correctional Center in Paarl. The transfer aimed to ensure his safety and place him closer to his family. Since his transfer, there have been no significant public reports regarding his status or any further incidents involving him in prison.